Hello viewers and welcome to Storm Racer G. What's that? Storm Racer G Gravity. So another machine. This came out last year. It was the first time I was playing it, was at the show, so I thought why not have a go. Again, 60 frames per second, runs nice and smoothly. Probably the best looking and playing racing game at the show. Not saying much, it has a handle. It's a bit like Outrun 2 in that sense, so you just kind of brake, turn in and control the slide. A bit more movement in the car. You have a throttle control to your right hand side there, and there you go. You see that icon come up on the screen when I'm using it, and that just gives you a boost. So it's just forward for boost power, put it back again. So I'm looking to close. I don't know the circuit, so I'm just running this now. Now this might be running an automatic drift mode on this one. So this one has an automatic drift. There's two options in the game. There was manual drift, automatic drift. I didn't really know the feelings between them. Just the automatic one just didn't seem to control very well. Please do ignore the reflection in the screen there. Of course, it was very bright in there, and a very nice polished screen it was too. So racing on then, working my way through, getting past all these guys. They're all in my way. Get out of my way. And trying to slow down a bit. We learned that corner last lap, didn't we? So we're learning the game pretty rapidly. That's all you've got to do. Learn the corners that cause you a few problems, then you're away. Of course, back in the day, you'd be racing as hard as you could to try and get an extra few minutes for the pounds you popped into the machine. So you're always trying to maximise that length of a go. That's what it was all about on Outrun, trying to extend your run. Gives you a longer time in the arcade to enjoy it, as we're now closing through this group. What are we up to? 5th of 15 now, so working our way through. Learnt that corner before, and using the boost along this stretch because it seems to work really, really well. Again, it gives me a boost to get up to speed. I'm not using it all the way this time into the braking zone for the hairpin. Hairpin, it worked well for me that time. A bit more boost as I lost a bit of speed in the corner. So closing up now, 3rd place, and into another lap. Great feeling of speed through that build-up section, but oh no. At the end of that race, the 2nd place, we learned the track on the 1st lap. We then 2nd lap put that together a bit more, but was unable to close the gap on that time. So now another run now, different circuit. This is using the manual drift now, which for me seems to work a lot better. You just have a bit more control over the car. It moves around a bit more, moves around more than it does, say, Outrun. So the car is sliding quite a bit here and there. So I'm learning the circuit as we drive. I haven't a clue where I'm going, so I'm just following the circuit round and trying to keep it on the straight and narrow, make the video look as respectable as possible while we learn. Nice and smooth though, look at that, great feeling of speed as we go through this rocky valley into a long hairpin. You can see when you're steering on Outrun, it sort of locks in here. There's a lot of movement in the car even when you're in a drift all the way through the corner. So working our way around. This is still just 1 lap, so it's a longer lap this time. So I wasn't boosting so much on this lap simply because I didn't know where the corners were. So we've learned that tricky corner at the end of the lap. Didn't help, someone else was bashing into me. And now we're on to lap 2. Let's see how we close up. We're only in 16th of 20 people, so at the moment a lot of ground to make up. Probably means we can't win this one, but I learned a lot on that 1st lap. Again, you know, this is the thing of arcade games. You've got to learn them quickly. You know, get as much as you can on that 1st lap. 2nd lap, you've got to nail it. And then that way, when you play the game again, you'd go back there and you'd be the man at the arcade. That's what it was all about, completing the game in 1 credit, or at least showing people the end credits. Work my way through now, so we're really cutting through the field now. I'm learning where to use my boost a bit more and cut past everybody, but the field's all pretty bunched up into 9th place, lap 2 of 3, so we're going to have a bit more time on this circuit to close up on everybody. Again, got a bit better at that section this time, but still not where I want to be. Next time I'll get it even better. And again here, learning where to use that boost. Closing our way through. So altogether, Storm Racer, what do we think of it? Well, there's a whole bunch of circuits and cars in the game. What you see here, I had 1 additional run, I think, or maybe not. Maybe 1 additional run on that 1st circuit, just to get more of a feel for it. But I didn't have time to go through the whole game. Suffice to say, it seems like good fun. Of all the racing games there, this was the one by far that was most enjoyable to play. in terms of racing games that are out and coming out in the arcade. So certainly something to have a go on if you're just after a random bash. But it's not like the old arcade games from years ago, let's face it. It's just something you do when you're bored. So working our way around, you can see the field there is all pretty much caught up with each other. Really do want to pass these guys if I can. There we go, use a bit of boost, that's it. Get a bit of track position. If you could do that in a real racing car, you'd be laughing. Another little bit of boost. Can I close up in first place? No, I can't. That's the end of that run. But that's it from me. There'll be more from me very soon.